Welcome back to another episode of the White Sox March to October. And this one should be it for the regular season here on year 4. We have 15 games left, and we have long since locked up just about everything we can to lock up. We've won the division, we've clinched the best record in the AL, and we've also clinched the best record in the entire MLB because the Dodgers couldn't even catch up to us if we lost every game and they won every game from here on out. So we are not really playing for anything. Except last season, we set the record for the greatest record of all time at 121 wins and 41 losses, and we have a shot to beat that still. Now, that recent 3-game losing streak we had did not help things last episode. So in these last 15 games, at worst, we have to go 11-4 if we want to beat last year's record and get 122 wins. So it's possible, but there's not much room for error, and we got to start it out by taking on the crosstown rival Chicago Cubs. We have a 1-run lead though we're loading in with. And it looks like Jared Schuster is also only throwing a 1-hitter. He's also only got 64 pitches thrown. There's a chance that we complete this game with Jared Schuster. That's exciting because he's in the mix for the Cy Young Award, which that actually reminds me of something I keep forgetting to bring up. But way back after the All-Star break, when I said we only had 4 All-Stars, 2 hitters and 2 pitchers, I actually made a mistake. Jared Schuster did make the All-Star team. Back then I said it was only Gallen and Eater, but no, Schuster also made it. So we had 3 starting pitchers that were All-Stars. And now I'm kind of ruining his good day here. Can't miss our spots like that, man. That's the only reason he hit that is because I left it in the zone. There we go. The heater up and in. Got him. Okay, that's a big strikeout. Double play could end the inning now. I don't know how easy this dude will be to double up, though. Oh, and I didn't even, oh, and I made it. That's about as bad as you can mess that up. I didn't even realize they were stealing. And then in my panic, I make a bad throw and let him tie the game. All right, Schuster, you're welcome. Yeah, you are very welcome. I come into the game, he's got a 1-hitter going, and not even 2 outs later, we're losing. Okay, that'll get us the 2nd out of the inning. And let's make a play. Houck, get him at first. All right, we got our work cut out for us now because we have to make this comeback. If we don't win this game, we're going to get a lot of negative momentum, a lot of snowflakes, because you can't lose games that you come in winning. So pretty much if I don't make this comeback, that kills any chance we would have had at 122 wins. All right, I'll take that as a way to get things started. Tying run on. Oh, and I think that's going to take Steele out of the game then. Okay. I was kind of okay facing him for longer. Jorge Lopez is a little bit more difficult, I feel like. It's okay. Vlad's difficult to get out. Well, I guess not difficult enough. That's a 3-pitch strikeout. Can that? Nope, that's going to be a... That's... sucks. All of a sudden, I am very worried, and I'm going to Clay Holmes to keep things where they're at. His numbers have actually gotten a lot better since the last time I used him. Feels like that one good outing I had with him kind of set him down the right path, and there we go. That's what we like to see. Houck, let's make, no, we're not gonna. Feel like that ball normally sticks in his glove there. There we go. Caught PCA looking. All right, we get Dansby down on the slider, and this is all of a sudden it. We have the top of the 9th left to at least put up 1. Their closer is David Bednar. There's no way that I don't hit David Bednar, right? Oh my, that sucks, man. I was all over that, but instead it's just a 1-pitch out. Wow, dude, this splitter actually got me there. I'm gonna blow this. Dude, he keeps throwing that splitter like elevated. That's such a tough spot. All right, we worked ball 4 there. Tying run on, go ahead, run at the plate. And I don't know if I want it to be Mejia. I also don't know if I want it to be Langoliers or Fletcher. I think I'm gonna go Fletcher here. It's not a clutch spot, so he's got that full 91 contact. He's got good power these days against righties. We got good speed already out there. If we put one in the gap, it should tie it. That can't miss that. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. Dominic Fletcher came through on a 3-2 count with 2 outs. I'm actually going to go all the way to third. He is easily making it to third. Just when I lost hope, man. Missing that hanging 12-6, I really lost hope. But we're still alive. We still got a shot here, and we got a shot to take the lead right away, too. Oh, and the splitter got me. That was one of the most well-pitched at-bats I feel like I've ever had to deal with against the CPU, but not before we did at least what we needed to do to keep the game alive there. And man, should I leave Clay Holmes in? I think we got 3 righties due up in a row. I think I'm going to. He had such a dominant last inning, 8th inning. And there we go. He looked at 2 strikes, swung at the ball. And another one on the slurve. One more, Holmes. That's all you need to give me. Get this one to extras. Give us a chance to take the lead. And the rollover should do it. Montgomery's got it. We're going to extras. Oh, and it's Nick Senzel. Oh, you know what I should have done? I shouldn't have just taken Fletcher out of the game. I should have left Fletcher in for Senzel. Yeah, and I guess actually with what we have left on the bench, Senzel might be the best option with 73 clutch. So I'm leaving him in. I did get a hit with him against a righty in the last episode. That would have been a good pitch to do it on there. Kind of surprised they're leaving Bednar in. Oh, and that's not what we want. You gotta move the runner up to third. How have I not punished one of these hanging 12-6 curves yet? No, dude, I'm early on that too? I'm so glad I swung at that. That's nasty. Might have just been luck he put it there. And then it's okay. We still have Vlad. We still have Vlad. All he needs is a base hit with 99 speed on second. There's no way he keeps throwing elevated curveballs and I'm not hitting him. Okay. Finally, he was asking for it. I honestly missed so many of them that the CPU probably thought it was just a good pitch at this point, so I'm glad. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing I kept missing him so that Vlad got that one right there to give us the lead. Vlad is so clutch too, man. 2 outs, 10th inning, and I knew I felt good simply because he was the one stepping up to the plate. All right, we can't expand on it anymore, even though that was a really solid swing. But 2-run lead, we got to make that work. And you already know who we got ready to go to come in. He's got 51 saves. He's crossed the 50 save threshold. Okay, why are we missing though, Crochet? This Matt Mervis had an 0.53 average on the season. Give him something to hit. He won't. Okay, there we go. I mean, yeah. If you want something to hit, that was it. And he didn't. Okay, I kind of missed that one terribly too, but it doesn't even matter. Dude, why can't we sit Miguel Amaya down? It won't let me see, but this is like a 10-pitch at bat. Okay, well, I guess we'll use his patience against him. 52nd save of the season for Crochet. Feels like a come from behind win, but it really wasn't. I mean, I guess we do get an extra fireball for winning an extra. So yeah, that was calculated. If I just kept the lead and we won, we only get those 2 fireballs. Now we get a 3rd one. We still have the loss counter going though. We can only afford 4 more losses. We're gonna have decent momentum here. At any point though, we could sim all the way through the end of the season, and I kind of want one more game. And there we go. We sweep the Cubs. We're going to get, okay, there's one of our 4. We can only have 3 more losses now, and we are going to get to play the Rockies. And this one is to set the all-time season wins record. I'm guessing this isn't updated. So obviously we already set the all-time season wins record last season because we won 121 games. But I guess that's another thing we're learning about March to October is it doesn't store that information. But I'm fine with that. If that's what gives us a chance to play another game, that might be what we need. Because at this point it's what, 6-3? We need to go the rest of the way. If I win only 5-3, we need to sim. That is doable. All right, so let's get to it then. Let's set the single season wins record. Tie game against the Rockies would have been kind of fun to play in Colorado, see what kind of damage this team would have done there. But we got Brandon Woodruff on the mound in a situation like this. That's interesting. That gives us an insight into what the CPU sees in a situation like that. And not only is it Woodruff Woodruff in, but it's also our other 2 long relievers up and ready to go. It's a tie game in the 8th, man. This isn't a long relief situation. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked though. Let's just win this game. Let's finish it up. We can't really take Woodruff out even if I wanted to because he just got put in the game. There we go. Rollover grounder. We got Houck there. You know, it probably showed me at one point when we were loading into this game what the Rockies' record was, but I don't remember. And I'm interested to see where they are at this point 4 years in the future. All I remember is that when we looked at the standings to start last episode, they weren't in last because the Giants were in last in their division. God, dude, and we couldn't put Nolan Jones away. He earned that walk. 36 vision too, and he had like 4 foul balls in that at bat. Okay, now everyone just has that kind of eye. Oh my God, he's trying to steal though. Put that to rest, Shea. Yeah, what are we doing? Sit down. All right, they're bringing in a lefty with a 6.59 ERA. You know what? I suppose if I'm always taking Senzel out for Fletcher, I should take Fletcher out for Senzel. So let's do that. Let's see if Senzel can come through one more time against a lefty. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Did I get enough? Oh, it is going to get... Oh, dude, the ball just continues to carry off of his bat. It's ridiculous. I didn't even make a good swing. I was late. I was jammed, and he just hit that one off the wall. He's a cheat code. And then Hayes... Oh, that's not going to get down. Oh, my God. Vlad did... Why are we going to third? Why are we going to third? Senzel. Oh, he got back, though. He just finessed him. What? Never doubt Nick Senzel. Oh no, though. I keep like not making a good swing. We're gonna get up to third though, but man, between Vlad's grounder and that one with Robert, those were a couple of pitches that I should have destroyed. Duran, come through, man. Give me the lead. Okay, how am I missing these pitches? What am I doing wrong? I was too early that time. There we go. All right, finally. Probably one of the more difficult pitches I got, and that's the one that I hit. Oh, and then I missed. Dude, how did I not get around on that? What kind of trouble was I having with the fastball in that inning? Every fastball was like right down the pipe, and I missed it in so many different ways. It's okay though. We got the lead. We got Crochet coming in to close it. And oh, okay, it's showing Crochet again. That's interesting. What I actually did was bringing in a new fielder to replace Nick Senzel in right. But sure, I guess send Crochet back to the bullpen, have him make a second entrance to get everybody even extra hyped up. Okay, there we go. It's forcing us to look at the league leaders again. There's his 54, 10 above the next closest. And there's strike 3 on the slider running in. This season has just been so fun to pitch with Garrett Crochet. Like, I'll be honest, there was part of me that was doubting when I brought him back. I paid him, what was it, like $11.5 million a year as a closer? This season is making it feel well worth that. And there's another strikeout on that slider. Man, I don't remember. I'm trying to think now, sitting here, what the single season saves record is. I know it's not anywhere near 55. I know Crochet is not approaching it. I just can't remember what the number actually is. All right, well, another strikeout, striking out the side on 3 sliders. 55 saves for Crochet, and that might be the last regular season gameplay we see. And we actually got 3 fireballs for it. Okay, and the record is 62 saves in a single season. I actually thought it was more than that. For some reason in my head, I thought it was like 69. I thought it was maybe even over 70. So 55 then for Crochet. That puts him like among the top 5-ish. And I guess he technically still has a chance at the 62, but he'd have to save like every single game left on the schedule. And I don't think that's going to happen. I do think, though, that 122 wins is possible. We only need to go 5-3 the rest of the way. We've got good momentum. We're facing the Rockies and then the Marlins. Don't lose to the Marlins, though. We got the Mets in the final season of the year. And I think we did it. Yeah, we did. 123 wins to 39 losses. Unbelievable, man. When you factor in my offseason plan, part of the reason I was letting go some of the players I let go was because I said, man, we had such a good record. We could get like 20 games worse and still comfortably win the division. So I did what I thought was letting the team get at least slightly worse overall, and we turned in an even better season. I really wonder what the number could be if I didn't fail anything in the season, because there was still a couple of games I lost, which then gives you negative momentum. I wonder if I got every single success you could and every single possible positive momentum with the team we have. Could we get like 130? Is that possible? 135? It seems crazy. I mean, 123 seems crazy, but we just did it. And we're taking on division rival Twins in the first game of the postseason, which obviously will be coming next episode. But before we get out of here today, I do want to do the tiniest of tiny regular season recap, I guess. I just want to see some final stats for our guys. We can look at final standings. And actually, our division was a lot better than you'd think it would be when you have a team like mine is. Like when you have a team like me who went 42-10 against the division and everybody else had a losing or 500 record in the division, but then 2 extra teams make the postseason and then the other team was 1 win, 2 games below 500. AL East, it was the Yankees, and then nobody finished over 500. And it was the Angels that pulled it out in the end in the AL West. And man, they had to fend off an Astros team that won their last 6 games in a row. So Twins, Astros, Guardians are the 3 wildcard teams. Phillies won the NL East with only 84 wins. So that's an 85 win division winner and now an 84 win division winner. 88 wins gets the Cardinals the Central, and then the Reds and Pirates make it to the wild card. The Reds, man, they won 6 in a row at the end to get there. And then finally the Dodgers finished with 103 wins. Diamondbacks also got in, and the Rockies did finish at the bottom of that division. It really feels like, though, that the Dodgers are the matchup of destiny, and they've kind of felt like that this entire season. Whenever we were checking in on them and their record was kind of keeping pace with mine, like halfway through the season even. And then I did want to look at just a few final stats for our guys. But anyway, just real quick, Fletcher, he's 1 overall away from finally realizing that A potential. He had his best power season yet when it comes to homers, but I thought he was going to hit a lot more than that. He was at like 15 pretty early on in the season, so the power cooled off. He also had his worst average and on base season, so I guess he sacrificed a little bit of that to hit for some more power. Hayes had an amazing season. It's kind of crazy how good he is because he was such an under the radar signing. At least I feel like he was an under the radar signing when I got him. Now this is the big one. Did Vlad crack 50 homers on the year? He didn't. 48. That's still a high in this March to October, and I think, yeah, ties his career high. How about Robert, though? I do already know he got over 40 homers. He got all the way up to 44, and he really saved his season. Pretty late into the season, he was only batting like 230, but he got that average up. The on-base was looking good, and then 44 homers. Duran finished with another good year. Colson Montgomery kind of brought it around at the end. I do think overall this was his worst year yet, though, but I do know he put up a good average against lefties, and that is reflected here. +7 to his contact versus lefties. Colin Houck proved he can do it over the course of a season. 44 doubles. Shea Langolier's great pickup. He played in 77 games. He almost batted 300. And then finally, Jordan Lawler, like the golden goose, if that makes sense. 25 homers and even 300 average he finishes at. I was so worried after we got that 3+ performance boost and he wasn't immediately playing good. I was worried that he wouldn't, but he kicked it in. His development kicked in, the A potential, and now he's an absolute stud there at shortstop. Francisco Mejia had a solid season, even though he finally got to rest once we got Shea. We already kind of looked at Lazaro. Nick Senzel, ridiculous. All of this basically only starting against left-handed pitchers. A 701 slugging percentage. I feel like this type of season would almost have to invent an award for like platoon hitter or something like that, because obviously he has no awards tab, so we already know he didn't win anything, but you can't ignore a season like that. And then lastly, Termarr Johnson, he had pretty solid progression throughout the year. He's up to a 78. He played fine. And then real quick, looking at pitching, wow. Right at the end, Taylor, Eater, and Schuster all got the push up to an 87 overall. And Grant Taylor's potential went up to an A. That's huge. That is gigantic, actually. He had an okay season. I don't even think he pitched like that well, but A potential, that is huge. Oh yeah, we forgot to look at Gallen. He probably won the Cy Young. I'm not going to go over to the awards tab yet. We'll wait until either the end of the whole season or if it pops up at some point in the postseason saying he won to find that out. Eater ended up not all that great, actually. Pretty similar to last season. Few less walks, but also a few less strikeouts. Solid enough. Jared Schuster, he could be in contention for Cy Young also with his 270 strikeouts. And then Jordan Montgomery, I mean, he was a fifth starter. As a fifth starter, these are actually pretty solid numbers. But he progressively got worse in every season we had him, and now we won't have him anymore. Dustin May was a good pickup for us, 2.75 ERA. He didn't pitch as many innings as I kind of thought he would, but a lot of that might have been because Brandon Woodruff pitched a lot of innings in relief once he moved to the bullpen. He did okay. Joe Barlow's still here. I didn't even realize that, so the game kept him over Davy Garcia. Good job, game. Phil Maton finished with 4 earned runs over the course of the season. 1.15 ERA, still might be the best CPU auto signing I've ever seen. I don't know, but Scott, 2 runs allowed over the course of the year. He pitched a lot less though than he did last season. Clay Holmes finished somewhat strong with where he was at points in the year. And then obviously Garrett Crochet. How many saves did he finish up with though? 57. So that would put him in a 3-way tie then for the second most saves of all time. Well, in a single season. But there we go, guys. Another regular season in the books. Our best regular season we've had yet. And I know we've still got a whole postseason to get through, but at least the regular season, that absolutely flew by. It's been fun to get back to posting this consistently again. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. And if you did, make sure to hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me again, and I will see you next time.